Mr. McGill. Mr. Hansen.
I'll give a run at the mic here, I guess.
Here we go. Thank you, Mr. Goulet, and the rest of you. Appreciate the comments. I am pleased to be here this evening and share with you some of my ideas and thoughts about our city government. I have deep roots in this area. My family goes back for 3 generations on each side. I have family that homesteaded out in View, and so there's lots of stories to tell about my family in this area. And it's always been a difficult decision, as opportunities have come through the years to stay. But I guess that it was an easy decision to stay and difficult to pass up opportunities. But we've always called this home and wanted to stay here. And I only left the area enough during my life to serve for my church and also to get an education. Otherwise, I've always lived here in Burley. It's a few years less than some of you gentlemen, but even though I've been on the city council for a number of years, I'm still the youngest candidate. I first ran when I was in my young 30s in 1997. I've served 3 terms on the city council, and I think that I've gotten a great education about public process and how to accomplish things through the democratic process and local government. I'm a strong believer in local government. I think it's the best part of our government. It's close to all of us, and we can all make a direct impact by getting involved. I have a small business here in Burley. Started out as a ski shop almost 20 years ago, and we evolved over the years, and we are now more of a boat dealership than a ski shop. And we have opened a second location in the Treasure Valley 7 years ago. And we are now the largest boat dealer of our class in the state. My experience in working outside of Burley has, I think, been beneficial as a member of the council, as I've seen how other communities work with business and don't work with business. And I think that Burley has a very friendly environment. I very much appreciate our local government and how friendly they are to business and business expansion and development. We have a great thing going here. We have a state-of-the-art sewer system. We have modern wells. We have a beautiful river that we really, for the most part, underutilize. We have gorgeous mountains. The recreational opportunities here are fabulous. The draw to this area is going to grow. We're going to see more people want to live here. And I think it's inevitable, and it's a desirable thing if we can manage that growth correctly. Serving on the city council is a privilege, it's an honor. And I feel, as a steward of your money, a great responsibility to be frugal and to find the best use of our tax money and our local revenues. And I'm pleased that we have a strong field of candidates that are willing to stick their necks out and participate in this process, which can be somewhat strenuous or stressful, I suppose. But I thank all of you for coming out, and especially the other candidates for being willing to run for office. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Hansen. Mr. McGill.
Well, as you can tell by the tag in front of me, I'm Steve McGill. I'm a lifelong member of the community. My roots probably aren't as deep as Gordy's. My grandfather and his brother come from Illinois, but managed to put down here and stay. I'm married to, my wife is Jenny. We have 3 children. And she's also known as the Little Woman, so if I slip up and say the Little Woman, that's who I'm talking about. I've currently a self-employed home inspector. I was 20 years in the construction business, having dealt largely with residential construction and light commercial. Had been in construction overall 25 years. I was appointed to the city council in January of '08, I finished Doug Manning's term. And I believe that as in the last 2 years that I'd like to just get things done. We as a city have signed a contract with the Cassia County Sheriff's Department to take care of our law enforcement. And that was a task that evidently was difficult because we had gone without a contract for some time, and I sit on the police committee with Dennis Dexter. I actually chair that committee, and Dennis Dexter is part of that. And I believe that we're still positioned very well for growth in this area. Often you hear people criticize that maybe we're not still recruiting. Well, I can assure you the recruiting is going on. And the city of Burley is also trying to catch up to the growth that we've had over the past 5 years. And I believe that we're striking a pretty nice balance, because we can't just continue to grow and not maintain our core infrastructure and completely forget our downtown. And I believe that we're achieving that. This is a great area. There's no one that will argue with that. It's not that it's a perfect area, and it is a very well kept secret. And it's difficult at times to want to share that secret with outsiders because of the fear of change. And I know people say change is good, but I don't necessarily agree that all change is good. But that being said, I would pledge that I will continue to, if elected, I would continue my method of being a councilman. I believe that questioning what's going on and seeking other answers and just being diligent in research is a very beneficial part of being a councilman, and that I would pledge to maintain that dedication. And I thank you for the opportunity.
McGill?